Today's a special day for a lot of reasons, Um, I talked about a lot of death. There's also some parts of birth that, I've had a couple. I'm not going to say specifically what. You know what? I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get anybody into, trouble or anything like that. But hey, Sputnik Ino reached a 200 combo. Bada bins, bada beans. So yeah, today is the next day, and you know what that means. We got to do our day streak, and from that, what? No, I'm gonna do a story time. There we go. I thought it was putting me on a speaking real quick. So, that being said, we are. I'm actually gonna take a look at Finchy right now because we're getting close to Cinderella hour, and I don't want anything to interrupt the day streak and also the Duolingoing. So here we go. Here we have it. 5:10 on the day streak. Feliz Sábado. I hope everybody's having some festive times. It's such an important day for me in many more ways than one. I'll leave it at that. And, one thing I gotta say, and I'm just gonna say, I bonded with the bunny rabbit. And I did get some sunlight. I did listen to some soft music because I like playing music for the bunny rabbit. So we're going to just chat with Peep real quick. You look through the closet. I just read a book where 4 kids travel to a magical land through a wardrobe. But every time I open mine, there's only clothes inside. Are you sure they're just plain clothes with royal garments of a ruler of Narnia? They had to go through the wardrobe and to find Narnia, but all you had to do was open a book. I like that one. I don't think so. If I can't get to Narnia through my wardrobe, then I need to find another wardrobe, or at least another magical realm to plan. And he dislikes the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. I'll be honest, I never read the book, but it's like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. We're gonna just go on your walk, you piece of shit. And speaking of, God, I'm so fucking angsty right now, for many more reasons than one. So, 1 minute. Give me a sec. I forgot to brag. And I think I'll put it on as is. We are going to take a look at the day. Which is today. Check it out. Nope, not that one. $18,543 steps. As you can see, it's 11:43 right now. My health app, I've got 178 minutes of activity, 1,317 minutes of activity, of calories burnt. I'm trying to condition my body to play the tuba better. I was hoping to do this a month ago, but for some reason, depression kicked in and blah, 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 blah. I always get frozen in times of transition. It's probably why I liked Brazil, because it was all warm. And then going home in the summer was all warm too. So, warm, warm, warm. I like a good temperate environment. Even if it's a little humid, I don't care about that. I run cold. But we got to say goodbye to 2137. Come on, let's flick that away, baby. Come on. Yeah. And we're going to say hello to 2,138 days on the day streak. Yeah. Oh, and what I wanted to do was, because we ended off on something. Where did we end off? So, Brian Lam is, I feel like I've faced this person before. I might get to like 100 more just to kind of, because today was a little bit stressful, not gonna lie. But we are going to start the day streak with the perfume casero. Case of perfumes. Let's do it.
O perfume caseiro.
Yeah, that one.
É terça-feira.
It's
Oscar e
Thursday.
Lucy estão no apartamento de Oscar para o clube de arte.
Oscar and Lucy are in the apartment of Oscar for the Club of the Art.
Lucy, tenho uma surpresa para você hoje.
Lucy, I have a surprise for you today.
Que surpresa!
What surprise?
Eu fiz um perfume. É uma obra de arte para o nariz.
I made a perfume. It's the shadow of the... It's a work of art for the nose.
Você fez um perfume?
You made a
Isso
perfume.
é diferente.
This is different.
Diferente não. É genial. Pode cheirar.
Different now. It's brilliant. You can sniff.
Lucy cheira o perfume. Ela espirra 3 vezes.
She shadows the perfumes. She praises... What is it? She sneezes. Oh, espirra many times.
Saúde! Quero dizer, saúde para mim.
Health. Health for me. Oh, that sucks. She doesn't like it.
É forte, eu sei, mas é perfeito.
It's strong. I know, but it's perfect. Well, someone's gonna like it. Yeah, it's still perfect.
Oscar, isso é muito ruim para minha saúde. Por favor, não use mais esse perfume.
It's just too much. It's bad for my health is what she's saying.
Nunca. Esse perfume é a minha melhor criação. Meu nariz é perfeito.
It's my best creation. My nose is perfect.
Seu nariz é perfeito? Vamos ver. Espera aqui.
Your nose is perfect? Let's see. Wait here.
Lucy vai ao banheiro de Oscar. Ela coloca um pouco de sabonete no pulso e volta.
Lucy goes to the bathroom of Oscar. He puts a little bit of soap and wrists and comes back.
Feche os olhos.
She.
Quero que você cheire uma coisa.
Close the eyes. I want you to smell something. Oh, it's going to be something like a flower he's allergic to. It's going to be her... I don't
Oscar
know.
fecha os olhos. Ele cheira o pulso de Lucy.
Sniffs the wrist of Lucy. When the eyes are closed. He closes his eyes.
Isso sim é incrível. O que é? Perfume francês?
This is really amazing. What is it? French perfume?
Abre os olhos.
Open the eyes.
Lucy mostra o...
Sabonete do banheiro dele. Oh, she got soap, like bathroom
3
soap.
reais. Sabonete do seu banheiro.
3 reais. Soap from your bathroom.
Não, impossível.
No, impossible.
Você gosta mais do sabonete do que do seu perfume.
You like the
E o
soap?
seu nariz sabe disso.
I like then your perfume and your nose knows it.
Meu nariz está errado hoje. Só hoje.
My nose is wrong today and only today. Oscar finds his perfume very special. Very special indeed. You know? 22 XP. Let's see that flame. And boom, 2,138 days on the day streak. Keeping that flame going, keeping it alive, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, we got it. Feliz Sábado. It's times of festivity. I'm trying to be secretive as to what the festivities could be. If only Naya were here, that's all I'm saying. I think I gave it away. But anyways, it's a special day for me. Oh, fuck. 30-day free trial. We got his head. And boom, 2138. Sábado. Feliz Sábado. We're getting close to 2150. Then I got to think about what I want to do for a victory fanfare for 2200 or 2222. Bow, bow, bow. Let's get it again. Yep. Already got that app. I already tried playing King Shot. It's not a tower defense game. That's what I hate about it. It's one of those lame ones that forces you to buy, you know. It's an online game, which sucks. Boom, 2138. 4 more days in a row for the week reward, I suppose. Because we did, I think, start on a Thursday. And that's pretty cool. Let's see how much time we've spent. Do we have the double XP from that? We'll never know. Yeah, we're at 17 out of 20 minutes. 80% or higher in 4 lessons. Yeah, we're cooking with some gravy here. So that means we just need to do one more. Do the best we can. And if I get 100 more from there, that's great. Maybe I'll do a story time. Just to yoink up to 6th place. And then Sunday will probably be easy. I don't know, I don't want to speak too soon. But Sunday will be a good day for the finals. It'll be the final day of the finals, and then I could just frickin' relax. Okay, here we go. Order food at restaurants. Restaurantes.
Desenho.
Drawing.
Valeu.
Thanks.
Mandioca.
Cassava.
De quem?
Of whomst. Frango queimou.
Queimou.
No forno. Yeah, burned in the oven.
Pincel.
Brush.
Carteira.
Desk.
Queimar.
Burn.
Giz.
Jizz.
Gostei muito do prato do dia.
Gostei muito do prato do dia. I like this daily
São
special.
meus, mas estão frios.
São meus, mas estão frios. But it's they're mine, but they are cold.
Queimaram o legume no forno.
Queimaram o legume no forno. They burned the vegetable in the oven.
Verificar a qualidade.
Verificar a qualidade. Verificar a qualidade. You stupid bitch. Dumb, stupid bitch. Okay. Porque
Off. Que.
mandioca.
Mandioca no prato.
Porque tem mandioca no prato.
As sopas são suas favoritas.
As sopas suas favoritas. The soup is your favorite. Mentir, quis. The soups weren't meant to be mine. I'm gonna do quis. I forget what quis meant. Adam. Alright, to be. I don't know. I forget what Adam is.
São seus os ingredientes corretos?
São suas ingredientes corretos? Or I don't know. I have an auditory processing disorder. Fucking. São seus os ingredientes corretos? Are these the right ingredients? Yeah, I don't know, man. Eu pedi.
Só. Salsinha. Sem carne.
Just asked for parsley, no meat.
Arroz. Está queimado.
The rice is burnt.
Não. Queimar. Bolo.
Not to burn the cake.
Eu acho que a carne está queimada.
I think the meat is burnt. As sopas não eram para ser minhas. And I think that was 80% or higher. And I think that was at least 3 minutes, because we took a little bit of time to do it. And just, yeah, so we got 2 of them right. 2 of them done for the, whatchamacallits. And if we go to Questuses, we've got 38 out of 60, soon to be 39. Man, we're running out of time here. Oh, Molly logged on, so that means it's going to be hyper competitive. God damn it. Probably going to end up having to have 2,000 days on the day streak or something crazy like that. All right, well, we might end up using Yeah, I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll goldify one of these story times. So in Unit 30, text friends in Portuguese, which is kind of on point to today. Try to get into contact with Naya, which she did respond. She was just a bit depressed today. It happens to us, you know. How do you feel about... Okay, so the question of the day in Finch is, how do you feel about fireworks? Definitely front row. I'm a front row guy. I like them. I don't give a shit. Oh, wow. Fine from far away. Wow, my sister doesn't like them. And let's repeat an affirmation 3 times. I'm open to new opportunities and experiences. I'm open to new opportunities and experiences. I'm open to new opportunities and experiences. Boom. Power of 3. What that might be, I don't know. And we're going to just say, hey, we earned a reward. We're going to claim it. Let's see what it is. 200. Yay. So I could buy outfits for my cute little handsome boy. Oh my God. I need a life. I need a freaking life. Let's see. Take an unplanned mini adventure. So part of what inspired me walking all the way to the grocery store by foot was I need to get my steps in. I need to lose weight. I didn't think I would burn I didn't think I would do 18,000 steps. But here we are. We've got 7 minutes, we've got like 7, is it 7 minutes left? I don't even know. No, we've got 4 minutes left. Holy crap. Let's do Anel Perdido. Lost ring. Ooh, actually, you know what? Yeah, are we going to be able to do it? Yeah, let's go for
O
it.
anel perdido. Lin está usando anel da Bia. Bia precisa sair, mas quer o anel de volta.
They need to leave, but they want the ring to
Lin,
return.
eu preciso do meu anel.
I need my anel.
Ele custa R$60.
It costs R$60.
Mas o anel é tão bonito.
But so
Posso
beautiful.
usar mais um pouco?
Can I use a
Tá
little?
bom, mas eu
Alright.
preciso sair agora.
But I need to leave now.
Quando você tirar o anel, coloque na caixa,
When you
ok?
put it in the box, okay? Colocar, put it in
Tá
the
bom,
box.
tá bom. Pode ir
You
tranquila.
can be calm.
Bia não confia em Lin. Antes de sair, ela escreve um recado e coloca na mesa. Lin não vê.
Bia now confirms with Lynn before they leave. They write
Pronto,
recado.
agora eu posso sair.
I need to leave.
2 horas depois, Bia liga para Lin.
2 hours later, Bia calls
Lin,
to
o
Lynn.
anel está na caixa?
The ring is in the box. Let's see. Oh wait, seu anel está guardando. Yeah.
Está tudo bem,
It's all right.
relaxa.
Relax.
Você viu o recado que eu deixei?
The left na mesa.
Que recado? Eu vou
Que
voltar
recado?
agora.
I will leave now. O anel now está no janela. Dedo dela.
Bia
Okay.
chega em casa e vê Lin no sofá comendo um sanduíche. O anel não está no dedo dela.
Cadê o anel?
Where's the,
Está, um momento. Você perdeu o
Here.
meu anel?
One mo-
Calma, calma. Deixa eu ver no bolso.
Lin coloca a mão no bolso.
Achei. Está aqui. Ai, que alívio. Por que o anel está no seu bolso? Tirei o anel para comer o sanduíche. E olha, também achei R$60 no meu bolso.
Encontrei. Achei.
Você quase perdeu meu anel e ainda
Oh,
achou
no.
dinheiro? Isso não é justo. Desculpa, Bia. Posso te levar para jantar com esses R$60.
Okay, I had to quickly end that because I didn't want to get the day streak. It's 11:59. Yeah, she lost the ring and she bought another one maybe. I don't know. It's so monotone without the voice acting. I really hate that. And it's kind of a waste. It's a bit of XP waste, but it's 9 minutes of XP boost that we have left. But I like to leave the day streak of Sunday to at least compete and have a fighting chance for the next day. I don't know if people are going to crank out, like if Marie Bueller or Heather Cruz or Gabriel or these straggler parties of people, including myself, are going to, in fact, last minute get like 1,000 experience points and leave me in the dust. But I leave Sunday for that form of anticipation because I'm neurotic. That is just me. 2138 is the day streak. So I don't know if anybody said hello. Sputnikinho, oh my god, I gave you a shout out. Holy crap. You're there. Como vai, meu amigo? My only Twitch friend, or one of my only Twitch friends. I never take Twitch seriously. There's no reason for that. It's just is what it is. And yeah. Here, I'm just doing my Finchies right now. I probably shouldn't have windowed in the Finchy before the lesson. But that's that, you know. You're great. Oh, that's good, man. I'm sorry that Brazil lost. It's one of those deals, man. Mom always sends me some nice stuff on Finch. I've been thinking about doing drugs. Argentina won the Suiza hoje. I don't know what that means. Like the semifinals or something? I don't even know where we're at. I stopped watching after after Brazil lost to that beast of a guy. I forget, Harland or something, or Holland. Pare também. I stopped also, yeah. I would, you know. Naya's like, I miss Naya. I wish here's the thing. Naya and I were making plans before she missed her flight. Like, she was supposed to be here by 2024. And I just, for me, I don't know. For me, it was kind of shitty that she didn't make it. And for her, too. She was very embarrassed and all that. And sometimes when she gets overwhelmed, she doesn't really talk. And it bothers me, too. Like, I have nothing... I can't help her in that instance because, when you self-isolate, people that love you, you can't help you because you want to respect them, right? And their boundaries. But in the same sense, it's like, we were talking about the Super Bowl like 3 years ago. Like, oh yeah, the Super Bowl. That's here, a Super Bowl. I keep calling the World Cup. I call it the Super Bowl all the time. It's like no. I keep forgetting that's not an American thing. It's these damn liberal globalist pieces of shit. Sorry, that was too much. But you know what I mean? Like, the World Cup is kind of like that, that thing. Aw, man, I got rid of my step counter because it's the next day. We're in the next day, folks. I'm not going to do another lesson because like I said, I'm going to do... So we're pretty much done with all the content for this afternoon. Evening, excuse me. Or, way too early in the morning. I'm probably going to pop another melatonin and get 9 hours of sleep and be depressed. But with she felt embarrassed, but for not being here. And I remember one of the talking points was like, if Brazil wins, we're gonna make a baby. We're gonna have right there at the stadium. We're gonna have kids, and it's just like, holy shit. I'm ready. And I love soccer now. Yeah. Here's the thing I wanted to say about that too. Like, America made it as far as Brazil did, and we don't even give a fuck about soccer. So much so that we refuse to call it football. We just call it soccer. Fuck you. Fuck you guys. Like, we don't even care, and we're still as good as you. In terms of placement. Like, jeez. And there's probably, like, after the World Cup, isn't there, like, who gets to fight for, like, the rest of it? But it would have been so cool to go to, like, a game to see Brazil and just, you know, have tickets, make plans, and have her here. And we're going through the visa process again. And I love her. I miss her. And I just really, I don't know. I'm tired of this fucking waiting, man. I know. Yeah, I know, it's funny. I thought it was funny too. I was a little nervous, but I'm like, fuck it. My parents need grandbabies. I can't be waiting around, you know. Yeah, so I got to open up my health app and show you, cuz you're the only one who's going to see this. But yesterday, let's see. Progress check. Come on. Where is it? Is it this one? No, bitch. Why do they fucking make shit so sleek and hard to find? That's what it is. Everything is sleek and hard to find. Like, stop fucking gaslighting me and telling me this is better. Edit home. No, I just want to look at the calendar. Like, what did I do for weekly report? Like, you could kind of tell. What was it? Was today Friday or Saturday? It doesn't show the data. Like, exercise. Oh, yeah. Average daily steps. So, like, here's the line. I make it to a roughly 10,000. Right? But then there's Saturday right here. 11,195. That's not even, like... That's literally... Like, there's that. And then there's also, like, the pacing I did. Where it was, like... It added up. Sometimes it helps me think when I pace back and forth. So I did that for an extra 40 minutes on top of all of the stepping that I did from just walking. I walked to the grocery store. I got some cheesecake and cookies and indulgent foods that I'm not proud of, to then come home and, you know, check my phone, flip through it a little bit, talk to Naya, and, you know, wish her well. And one of those things where it's I really want to love this person every day. And sometimes I feel like I'm bottlenecked. I'll admit. And look, Sunday was below the 10,000 mark. Or I think it was below the 6,000 mark or something like that. So I've been trying to do 10,000 a day starting on Monday. I'm like, you know what? Wake up call. I'm tired of being fat. I'm tired of, like, just feeling like I'm being choked out by my own fat. That's how unhealthy I am right now. And it's because of the stress from, like, a friend of mine that I collaborated with music on that kind of just left and just was, like, got it in their head that, like, I was out to get them, got it in their head that because I did not, like, spend enough time with them about their cat dying, that it was, like, And I get it too. Like it's like I think the psychological equivalent of losing a child is when you have to put your pet down, and I think that's harder than like losing your parents. I can agree with that. That's like messed up, you know, to ever have to go through that, and but it's in the same sense. It's like there's also a level of respect that I give to people that are going through a situation like that for them to be with their families. And if their families suck, then that's not my 100% of my problem or business, as much as I try to convince them to change and to, you know, up and leave or try to find a way to. But anyways, that drama aside, the stress eating from, you know, trying to regulate people's, like, help someone not commit suicide, or help someone, you know, by uplifting them, or help somebody financially. Like I'm constantly helping people, and stressed out from my job, you know, all these stressors of life that ended up me gaining too much weight. And I'll admit, I'm probably gonna have some sweets tonight. I'm not proud of it, but I burned it. I can't pull up the data now because it's past midnight, and you could probably look at it. It's like 1,300 calories, 1,300 calories. That's a lot. I don't think I ate that much today. I'm pretty sure I'm in survival mode, and that's why I'm close to panicking. But Sputnikinho's probably gone because he said ka, and that was the last time we talked about, you know, doing the nasty with my consenting fiance. Permission slip signed. But anyways, you know, I miss her. I miss Naya. There's some days where it's like I'm banking on the relationship working out, and sometimes I think, you know, are we gonna be together forever? I sure hope so. I hope it's not like when I'm financially responsible for this person that she's then like, oh, I found somebody better. Goodbye. And then that's it. That's it. So, yeah. I don't know. I'll be okay. I'll be okay for the most part. But I just hope that she still loves me. I hope that, you know, it all works out and that we could be happy. And that she can meet my handsome bunny rabbit. That's what it's all about. It's like, it's not about us and like her and I in the relationship. It's about the bunny. Are you gonna take care of my biological son that I've given birth to myself personally? I'm flipping through my phone. I'm addicted to flipping through phones and shit. Maybe that's why I'll never amount to real friendships and relationships. You ever see like a sad YouTuber like talk about that stuff whenever they get like to this existential? I've already cracked it. I've already, and I know cracked it is like a euphemized term, even though cracking, you know, you talk about like opening a soda or something, or like unlocking something, but now it's euphemized. But I can't help but de-euphemize it because it's like, you know, cracking the code and things like that. But the point I was saying was like, I don't even know what point I was saying. I got distracted by this stupid fucking surfing game. I see too many of these stupid ads. I hate ads. I'm so pissed off. Like, it's like, it was only like, only like 15 years ago, where the internet, everything was mostly free. It was good enough. Videos were in okay quality. It's everything started to become HD, but not enough where it was like the end of the world. YouTube ads were only like just a little blip here and there for like famous people. Now it's in every video. Now it's too long. Now it's unskippable. Now it's like you get these stupid incentives to do anything to watch like a 3-minute ad, and it's part of why you should just get multiple phones. I'm apt to believe that like Pokemon Go will have ads on top of the geo mapping and all that stuff. It's like, geez, you don't make enough money. I don't know. I've been venting way too long. I really hope me and Naya are a thing still. It's been hard. I don't like. I'm not doubtful of the relationship. It's more so like long distance relationships are hard in a lot of ways, and I just, I don't know how this is gonna play out. I think we're both stubborn, and that's the only thing. It's stubborn and pride and all that good stuff. Yeah, especially I hate ads too. You're listening. Okay. Especially, I don't know what the number sign is. Especially, you're correcting yourself. YouTube ads suck. Yeah. Here's the thing, like, if it doesn't work out between me and Naya, I have a language that I've learned from, like, and I thought this too, like, because this wasn't the first time in which she's gone quiet, and she's gone quiet just for self-preservation, Sometimes some people get overstimulated and they just shut off their phone, they shut off their internet, they just lock themselves in a door and just what the hell is that? He says hi, in-law. Oh man, I've got nothing to worry about. I'm just neurotic. I'll tell you what, Naya deleted her Instagram and I thought she blocked me and I flipped out. I didn't flip out, but I was just scared. I don't flip out anymore. Yeah, and it's just the stress from that. Sometimes the stress from losing friends, the stress from the paranoia of losing friends because I've been abandoned before. It's just the expectation now. Like, do you ever feel that? Like that, like, I lost Ruby Rose, which, I didn't think that they didn't have a sense of humor, so I overstepped and didn't know it. Oopsie. You can only apologize so much. And it's not even like I apologized. I didn't even have time to respond. But the there's that. There's numerous of online friends that I've kind of just drifted apart from. Understandably so. Some of them ended up getting married and having kids, doing all that whole family thing. But it's like, everybody, other people just die. Like Graham, with the anniversary of his death was on the 7th of this month. And also the other thing too, the anniversary of today. Speaking of, friends that abandon you, I dealt with the worst of the worst, I will say. 23 years ago, on this day, like, I had to harbor the information that my autistic friend, musical genius friend, has died of an overdose. And I had to keep that in and not talk about it with my family actively while my first bunny, Queen Kalulu, the Bun of Hope, died today, on this day in the morning. And I told Naya about it. And she's like, we'll commemorate her when I'm there. Like, okay, great. 2024 rolls around, she's not here. This is like Avengers Endgame. Like, it's like we're in the end game. We're not like we could have killed Thanos in 2024, but fucking no. We're still in this fucking shit, and I have to wait. I have to wait for the next fucking 5, 6, 7 movies to come out, and I'm obliged to watch them because, you know, Captain Marvel has some, you know, significant role in the next Avengers movie, and that's why people watch Captain Marvel, because it had to do with the Avengers. And funny I should mention, Graham is an Avengers. He's a big fan of Marvel. Personally, I liked Ghost Rider, but I'm a weirdo like that. I liked Ghost Rider, even though it was by Nicolas Cage. I don't care. I think he's a good actor. I think the meme that was made about him being a cringy, like, plays the same kind of roles, has the same facial expressions. I still think Ghost Rider was a kick-ass movie. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. Or old-fashioned. It was the 2000s, too, like. Oh, it's okay to be sad, though. Lulu Zero. I'll try not to be sad. Thank you so much. I'm very much, like, I'm not, it's more so, like, I'll tell you this much, like 3 years ago, 2023, July 7th happened, my friend died, right? Dead at 28, crack overdose, because of the drug cartels, which convinced me to vote for our current president today. Why? Because I don't, even if it was at the cost of, like, this is how passionately I was about my friend dying. And any liberal that I've talked to about this has never really had the empathy, even though they claim to be arbiters of empathy, which to me tells me that they're hypocrites. That's part of why I'm not allied with any liberal left-leaning stuff. Granted, I believe in Jesus in the sense of, like, he was kind of in a respectable way a hippie dippy kind of, like the true hippie idealist, trying to be anti-establishment in the sense of, like, you know, we don't need to have this be a formal corporation in order to do anything about it. You know, I hope this email finds you well type of society. We don't need that. I agree with the sentiment of that, where I think a lot of the lessons that, like, I agree with a lot of the lessons that Jesus teaches, but in the same sense, it's like I'm also not going to agree with the the Republican, you know, their belief in what Jesus is, or, you know, you have to go to church, you can't do this. There's like a right versus left thing, and I think I'm still kind of in the middle on all this stuff. And, like, I'm in a way where I'm ostracized on both sides, where I'm not a red-blooded American that believes in, like, eating meat and bragging about it, or you know, killing a pig and having a pig roast for a fucking, like, bachelor party. I had a friend, my friend's brother did that, and my friend took part in killing this pig, and he felt like it mortified him, and I feel like it fucked him up. It's like, dude, your mom didn't raise you to be like this staunch Republican. Like, don't get me wrong, you're a cool guy, but, like, man, you got a heart. You got a heart like your mother, and it's that of a hippie. No offense, you know, like, It's that of somebody that sees a sentient being and says, I can't end the life of this thing just to eat it. It's fucked up. Granted, that's why we've outsourced it to butchers and all that. The meat eaters versus the vegetarians, and it's a mishmash of both sides. But then you go to the left and it's like, oh, we're liberal, we love everything, blah blah blah. And some of them are meat eaters in the sense that, like, you get any whiff of criticizing or implying that, like, somebody gets myocarditis from taking the mRNA vaccine. It's like, or cancer. A lot of women are getting breast cancer now. Why is that? A lot of women also took the vaccine too. Does that skepticism of the status quo of the medical industry, like, that has also been done by people of the left, is that not like I'm not trying to be Dr. Axe or Dr. Oz or anything like that, some like cockamamie people, but or people who have been labeled to be crackpots, but in the same sense, it's like you don't have rational skepticism for, like, an enforced drug on people without questioning, like, why are we all taking this even though the efficacy keeps drifting? And they don't want to hear that point. It's like, no, we trust the science. It's like, well, it's not fucking God here, it's fucking people, and they're all kind of just quacks about it, and they're just guessing. So I don't know, that's my ramble for right now. Politician music is funny. I got it. You got to send it to me. Uzerno. Nossa. Pesa-mês. Meus pesa-mês. I don't know what that means. Wow. R.I.P. And here's the thing, too. So, like, going back to July 7th. Graham died. July 11th, that being what was today. Because now we're in July 12th. The bunny died of 12 years. It was kind of a beautiful thing. She passed away of old age, luckily. I think the Ottawan fires had something to do with it. The Canadians fucked up something. They didn't do controlled burns. I don't know what it was, but we had smog everywhere in the country. It gave my grandmother cancer that led to her death in 2024, right before Niam was supposed to come here. So there's that. There's also the bunny ended up getting just a respiratory problem. Whenever that happens, it can be fatal. And it was. And she died. And we love and miss her. But she was 12 years old. It was a rabbit that was 12 years old. But I remembered I knew her when I was in high school. And it really, like, kind of dawned on me where it's like, man, we're so far out into the future that it's like, holy shit. Like, we can't go back either. And, like, just that on top of me trying to be celebratory and happy, for a lot of reasons, because it's summer and all that, and people are getting birthdays and all that. So there's that, and then actively I was being scammed. Like, so I had to deal with Ponzi scheme stuff and being covert about that, plus 2 major deaths of 2 major players in my life. Like, I don't have a lot of friends. I don't want a lot of friends, Some people that do reach out and some people that do, to extend the olive branch, I'm super appreciative of anybody that does. That's why I'm so grateful of anybody that reaches out, And sometimes you get so much fried dough that it ends up being nauseating. And I had a friend that, like, I think I just stopped talking to after a while because of, like, this, that, and the other thing and all that stuff. And, you know, their identity, like, everything is zilch and like, almost as if I'm not a person anymore. Like, I've had people that have pissed me off a lot that I still stay friends with them on social media, but, like, I don't, it's not their responsibility that I feel a certain way because of something that someone said or something that someone has really done. It's when you go out of your way to be a manipulative and mean that, you know, it gets to a point where those people inevitably have to go. Meus pésames. Feel sad for your friend that died. I know, thank you. It's man, we're in 8th place again. Jesus. Yeah, I had a feeling it'd be competitive. That's why I'm leaving the last minute finals for to top 10 win. I don't know if Marie Bueller will try to make it to the finals or if they're going to get overwhelmed. Some people, like, end up cranking out, yeah, like this one, for example, 349 for the first day. But it looks like they didn't do anything. Yeah, they're doing every other day, and then they're... So I've got more of a medium burn. Of course, this day was kind of extreme. It was like, you know, holy crap, we better assert our dominance. 888 days. On my 888th day, Graham did transcribe of the Avengers theme. Just the fun part. Ba 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 ba. And he was just like, you know, he just pulled that out because he loves the Avengers. He loved the Avengers, Marvel and all that shit. I wish I liked it. There's a lot of, like, political stuff and like messaging that I didn't really agree with holistically. But honestly, like, I'm at the point where I'm going to enjoy a piece of media and assume that, you know, benefit of the doubt, it'll be fine. You know, it won't be like the end of the world, so to speak. Like, I see the girl power programming and culling the population and, oh my god, too many people eating too many resources. Thanos is the good guy type of stuff, you know, and that being a reason, a justification for why we should have less kids. I think it's a little messed up. And I don't think we should be entitled to work if we, you know, if the cost of living keeps sucking, we might as well just all figure out how to learn to live in our cars. Because that's what it's getting to. You know, relatively, Molly, Susie, like, the way that the placement goes is like 1355. I just have to earn like 100 more. And yeah, I'll still like jump up a little bit. So I'm not too worried. Now, if everybody gets up to 1300, I'm gonna be a bit. I'm gonna shit my pants a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be happy about that. How much engagement do I have? Ooh, estimated monthly earnings. $6. I haven't earned any money on this fucking channel. I think all the people that are left in my channel viewership, they're all Brazilians. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's just... I gotta play a Pokemon game or two just to change it up. Not that I don't want you guys. It's more so I wanted this to be a variety show, but it all ended up being Aprendendo Português. And I'm not that popular either. I'm very much a small-time YouTuber. Just looking to make friends, honestly. I'm not a big on that stuff. You know, being popular and stuff. Was never really that big on it, because I was always never that popular. But we're almost up to 1,410 subscribers. That's pretty cool. I hope we can make it to 1,500, but I'm already happy after 1,000. I wanted 1,000 subscribers just to say that I could do it, that I could get more fans than my ex-band that I had that talked down about YouTubes and stuff, you know? And I think I'm likable enough. You know, I'm pretty handsome. I'm wonderful. I don't know why I have no confidence in life. I really want confidence. And, you know, I'll tell you what, this is kind of a cheesy thing. Like, Naya gave me a lot of confidence in myself. I feel like I've lost it because, you know, she didn't end up coming in when she was supposed to in 2024. And with that, you know, kind of some things mentally fell apart, and it's like, what's the point of staying in shape if I'm not going to have like a hot girlfriend right here? And she doesn't think she's that gorgeous, but I think she is. Brazilian beauty standards are crazy compared to America. It's insane. Yeah, so we'll do a Pokemon. We'll do a Pokemon stream one of these days. Like Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon XD specifically came out for the Virtual Console on the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't even have a Nintendo Switch 2. Like, I used to, like, my life went from, like, being a cute kid, like, throughout the age of this channel has been me being, like, a cute kid. Not really like a kid, but you know what I mean. Like, young enough where it's like, oh my god, Pokemons, to then fucking everybody I love dying, to then just fucking playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I get teary-eyed a little bit when I hear the title screen theme and the carnival style of, like, it's like more of a traditionalist carnival style Pokemon title screen theme for Scarlet and Violet. And I sent this to Naya, where it was like, hey, you know, does this sound like carnival to you? Because I think it does. And she's like, yeah, it was more traditional, like it was more Portuguese based than it was Brazilian. But still, it's like, holy shit, this is the region, this is the generation of Naya. And it's like, of kind of to commemorate Brazil too. I've been to Brazil. I went 3 times in 2022. I went a 4th time in 2023. I went a 5th time in September of last year. And I don't know if I'm going to do visit 6 this year or next year. It really depends on my job, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm my new job, I don't get paid time off, which means I have to just, if I want time off, that's it. No money. No money's coming in, which is fine. And even with that, it's like, if I take time off and I end up screwing the pooch there with some visit stuff. Like, if there's like a lot of events that are going on for conference meetings and stuff like that in November, which I was planning on going to, then of course I have to stay. But yes, Sputnik, you're wonderful. I might do a playthrough of Pokemon XD or Pokemon Coliseum. I want to find a Portuguese, I want to find something that's like a ROM hack that translates to Portuguese, which is insane to me. Like, Scarlet and Violet is a region based off of Spain and Portugal, but it's not in Portuguese. That pisses me off. That's annoying. You guys deserve it, you know? It's taken too long. And Brazil is like, even though they're not winning the World Cup, they're still number one in, I think, the world's heart. I don't know. It could just be me. I could just be biased. But I think there's really something there. There's something there that Michael Jackson saw back in the day. A lot of potential, a lot of good stuff, and you guys just keep getting better. Your bass players are insane. Your musicians are like, and it's all because you guys actually like music. I've burnt myself out in trying to get people to like music, like my music and playing and all that stuff, and honestly, the only thing that I have is sorry, my back hurts. Like, I remember in high school, my band played at, just an after party for prom, and then everybody just left. And it's like, is it because I suck, or is it just like nobody really likes bands anymore? I think people in America just like what's corporate and what's, appropriately popular. But yeah, it's a real shame, man. It's a real shame. Oh yeah, the other trauma too. It's like I got kicked out of 2 Discord servers. Why? No reason. Just not in it. Yeah, I gotta find something. Here's the thing. If I can cure my... It's not even seasonal depression. It's just, because on one hand, it's like I don't want to be playing video games all day, like during the day when I could be playing outside. I have an old school mentality about that. I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to be like, I don't want to like fuck up my sleep schedule because I have work in the morning. I've got to have a balance of the two. There's always something. There's always something. And I think a good balanced life is just, you do a little bit of this, you do a little bit of that, you do a little bit of this. Not like 2 hours of this a day. 14 hours. I had that entrained in me from music school. It's... You start off the day with I had a professor that said like everybody should be practicing 6 hours a day. Excuse me? Like when I should be fucking sleeping and taking a shit and eating and doing all this fucking bullshit busy work that you all impose on me, you fucking professors. Like, fuck you. I get it. I get the grind, but it's like, no. Like, I'm gonna go insane. And I did go insane. Spoiler alert. And people get so burnt out. Like, what's with this hardcore incessant need to like abuse your mind in America? Like, it's is it just America, or is it like the rest of the world? Because I feel like that there's like a reason why school shootings happen. There's a reason why shootings happen in general. People go fucking nuts. And because of abusive, fucked up people. In college, specifically, like the education program's fucked up. So it's like my mind's too fucked up, I say that jokingly. I'm half joking. I'm a little bit serious on this one. And I just really, really, really want to live my life and be happy and have my hot babe of a wife come to America so we could have 10 babies. 10 babies. She's like, no, we're not doing that. It's like, fuck you, bitch. Did I ask you? She's like, yeah, I gotta have them. It's like, yeah, and you know what? You can, we're gonna have 10 babies, 10 and a half. One of them's gonna be a preemie, and then it's gonna grow up to be 11. Okay, I'm done. Sputnikinho, you're awesome. And also our good friend Luluziero Luan. Yeah. Thanks, homies. PB. Is PB for Paraíba? Yeah, my buddies. We're going to come to Brazil. We're going to be friends. I'm going to come to Brazil. We're going to be friends. It would be cool if I organized a little get-together where, like, I met all of you guys, and then I'm just, like, overwhelmed emotionally. Okay, real quick. There's, like, a lot of stuff, like Naruto memorabilia, where it's like, look at that. That's fucking cool. This is, like, Naruto shit. I'm like, I want some, but in the same sense, I'm cheap. I don't want to spend money. But I never really... when I lose weight, I think I want to go on a shopping spree. The game sphere. Fucking Josh Peck. Alright, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I never... okay. Another thing, too. I was thinking about, like, on the 7th, I'm like, oh my god, it's the 7th. It's been 3 years since Graham's been dead. I should play Tears of the Kingdom. I still have it in the fucking plastic. I haven't touched it. I was so mortified. He never got to finish that game. I might, in honor of him. I want to, in honor of him. And that was the blocker. That was the thing that blocked it. And also when I played Scarlet and Violet, my other bunny died before Queen died. That was in 2022-ish, was when Scarlet and Violet came out. Bambi died. And I shit you not, the final evolution, Skeledirge, the way it was on all fours looked just like the shape of a bunny rabbit, like Bambi. She looked just like, of course, you know, Skeledirge is a crocodile or a gator or whatever. Bambi's a rabbit. But just like, you know, reptile versus lagomorph, but the shape of the body was so similar, the way it crawled, and it was the same way that Bambi actually crawled when she had this huge tumor. Like, and that on top of the storyline of the guy, I forget his fucking name, that had the Mabostiff that was like dying, and he had to find these herbs in order to revive him, these magical herbs that would then revive his dog. I tried doing that with Bambi, and it's like, fuck, like literally she died like a couple weeks ago at that point, and I had to watch the storyline of this fantasy magical world of cute animals that could kill each other, a gun that you can pet, and the guy found the miracle herbs. That's what they were called, I think. Actually, no, I think miracle herbs is a Pokemon item. Either way, and he revived. And I remembered even saying on stream, I'm like, man, it would have been nice if I could be in this world where the timeline could have been different and I could have saved someone significant in my life. At least give them a couple more years. And, you know, I don't like the timeline that I'm in right now. That's pretty much it. Yes, you're awesome too. Well, thank you. Yes. That was the other thing that I wanted to get in there. She died in November, though. It wasn't around July, so I don't have a week of trauma. Just a day. But that lasted from like day 800 I think it was 798 she died. Day 800 to day like 950. Even like like close to 1,000, I was just like still guilty that I couldn't have done anything. And we had to put her down. We had to euthanize her because it was terminal. And it's like losing a kid. Psychologically, it's like losing a kid. So, my friend that cut me off, that I collaborated on music with, they ended up, they went through the same experience with two significant, cats instead of bunnies in their life. And, I gave some final pets. I did that out of respect. I'm not a cat person. My car was also broken down. And then, after the next cat died, it was more so like, I didn't know about it until like after it happened because I was blocked at that point. And it's not like I'm going to chase over for forgiveness for something that I didn't do. It's literally like inaction. I'm not going to take an Uber to suffer with someone else. It's like your mental, like as much as like I freaked out when I had to deal with, losing a pet or a loved one. It's not like it was anybody else's business other than my immediate family. Right? It's nobody else's business. It's a personal matter. You deal with a mental problem like depression or grieving. That's your responsibility. At the end of the day, it is your responsibility to work on. Now, would it be nice to have loved ones around you? Of course. That's why that person has a fiance of 11 years. That's why that person has a mother. That's why that person has, other people in their life, coworkers that can see that person day to day. And if I'm going through stuff at the same time as this person going through stuff, it's not my fault that because I'm going through stuff that I'm supposed to console this person. Because it's at the end of the day, it's like losing your kid, but it's also, honoring. And I said something along the lines of like, you've really honored this person's life, this cat's life. Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. Oh, shit, it's almost 1 a.m. for me, too. Well, Luluzero, Luan, thank you so much for staying on this late. And I think now that everybody's tucking into bed, the future of this channel might hold. I know for any of the 2000 days, I didn't want to muddy that up with like a Zelda playthrough. But I also didn't want to waste the summer, just loping around and lumping around on a computer. I wanted to get outside. Actually, recently I was looking at 7 Days to Die. I played that with two friends. One of them cut me off. One of them abandoned me. After meeting Naya the first time, he thought I was rubbing it in and saying, "Oh, look at me. I've got, a hot girlfriend." It was more so like, "Hey, I finally met her. Aren't you happy for me?" Instantly blocked. Instantly treated it like it was a competition. Completely misread what I was trying to get at. And then the other guy was Graham, who died over 3 years ago. And it was so fun. Like, I'm not a zombie, horror. Like, I like Zombieland. I'm not a zombie horror kind of guy. I think it's, after knowing a lot of what I know about with conspiracies, that I think that it's a it's a ploy to convince people to desensitize themselves from killing another human by turning that human into a flesh-eating monster, even though it's humanoid in shape and what used to be a human. It's very close to being a person, but enough of a monster so that you can justify murking it, you know? So I'm going to leave that part at that. But playing 7 Days to Die, I'm not going to emphasize that detail, but playing 7 Days to Die with those two individuals that I'll never see again was great when it happened. And little did we know would it be the last. But I was looking at it last week, and it, brought me back to that time. There's a lot of stuff now that, I'm nostalgic about in a weird way. Even though, like, the world was kind of ending. It was just really nice to, like, really experience that, that time. When the bunnies were alive, when we had Chloe. Oh! Chloe died on the 9th last year. It's another thing on the check mark. Graham on the 7th, Chloe on the 9th, Queen on the 11th. It's rough. It was rough. I was in my mail course to fix mail machines, mail meters. Man, it's almost as if, like, I forgot Chloe. I feel guilty now. This is crazy. I don't know. I keep saying that I'm gonna go, but now I'm gonna go this time. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. We're gonna talk about our fifis tomorrow. But until then, it's been 2,138 days. Feel free to reach out to me on Discord. Boom. 2,138 days. I'll leave it at that. It's been a good Saturday. We didn't get that much XP, but it's not a big deal because we got the flame. This span of July is always tough. 4th of July. Anniversaries of people's death that, have been very significant in your life. Chloe was there with me on lonely, cold winter nights when I finally cracked open Breath of the Wild. And it was the most peaceful time. It was really the most, because I didn't have a job. I was irresponsible. And just days like that where it's just unadulterated fun and time, just with a cute companion on your lap. It was a good day. And to lose her on the 9th of last year, I mean, she was 16, and I miss her. And with the bunnies dying and Graham dying, I don't know, it's just this big string of things. Reasons why I get depressed too, I suppose. But at 2,138 days, it's been enough time spent talking about it and agonizing about it. I am going to have some of that cheesecake that I would like to share with Naya. And I'm also gonna spend some time with the bunny, because he's gonna probably sniff at it, be like, "Ooh, what do you got there, Mr. Bean?" And he was a young boy when Bambi and Queen were mature, and he was too innocent, and they were on the prowl. And we could have had, like, hybrid Velveteen Lop and Rhinelanders hopping around, and that could have been an invasive species. And maybe that would have solved her hormonal issues that led to her reproductive tract cancer. What I know now, I would have probably have been like, all right, now you two make love. And she had some heft to her. She was like maybe like a little bit bigger than Bean. And he would have been like, whoa, this is a big mama. But, that humorous side. Saturday is always a day. It's very true. It's always a day. But with that, muito obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao for now. Take care. Até a próxima.